Join me as I take on the challenge of transforming my iPhone videos into crispy masterpieces using just a few simple tricks. Creating crispy videos on your iPhone is not rocket science, guys. With just a few simple tricks, you can take your video quality from meh to mesmerizing. And I'm excited to share these tricks with you today. When it comes to shooting video on our iPhones, we've all been there: poorly lit scenes, shaky footage, and a general lack of professionalism. It's frustrating, especially when you know your iPhone is capable of so much more. But the thing is, most of us are just winging it, hoping for the best when we hit record. And more often than not, we end up with subpar video quality that's just not engaging. Poor lighting is probably the most common issue people face when shooting video on their iPhones. I mean, think about it. If your scene is too bright or too dark, it's just not going to look good, no matter how fancy your editing skills are. And then there's shaky footage, which is basically just annoying to watch. You want your viewers to be engaged, not seasick. We've all also been guilty of not paying attention to our audio quality. Let's be real. If your audio is crackly or muffled, it's a total deal breaker. Your viewers will click away faster than you can say bad audio. And finally, there's the issue of stabilization, or rather, the lack thereof. I mean, who hasn't recorded a video while walking or moving around, only to end up with a clip that's just not watchable? So, what can we do to avoid these common issues and create crispy, professional-looking videos on our iPhones? First off, let's talk about settings. Believe it or not, the default video settings on your iPhone are not optimized for quality. You need to dive into those settings and tweak them to get the best results. For example, you can switch to 4K at 60 frames per second for a much crisper image. You can also adjust your exposure and focus to get the perfect shot. Next up, stabilization methods. Now, I know what you're thinking. Do I really need a gimbal or a stabilizer? And the answer is not necessarily. There are plenty of free and easy-to-use apps that can help you stabilize your footage in post-production. Plus, there are some clever hacks you can use while recording, like using a piece of string or a rubber band to keep your iPhone steady. Lighting hacks are also a game changer. Did you know you can use a mirror flashlight to add some much-needed depth to your scene? Or that a simple reflector can help balance out harsh shadows? It's all about being creative and experimenting with different lighting setups. But here's the thing. There's one trick that can drastically improve your iPhone video quality, and it's not what you think. It's not about buying fancy equipment or spending hours editing. It's about using the right camera app. Yep, you heard that right. The right camera app can make all the difference. I mean, have you ever tried using the Filmmaking Pro app? It's a total game changer, giving you manual control over your exposure, focus, and more. Another trick is to invest in some external equipment, like a good quality microphone or a portable light. These might seem like small investments, but trust me, they can make a huge difference in the quality of your video. And finally, don't be afraid to experiment with advanced camera settings, like slow motion or time-lapse. These can add a whole new level of creativity to your videos. So, to recap, creating crispy iPhone videos is all about paying attention to the details, from adjusting your settings to using the right camera app, and from stabilizing your footage to experimenting with advanced techniques. By following these simple tricks, you can take your video quality from amateur to pro in no time. Thanks for watching, guys. If you've got any video tips or tricks of your own, be sure to share them in the comments below. And if you want more content creation advice, be sure to check out my other video on a related topic.